Welcome back to Dazzy Cars. Every once in a generation, a car comes along that doesn't just raise the bar, it erases it. It redraws the blueprint. It makes engineers question everything they thought they knew about speed, balance, and purity. The McLaren F1 isn't just a supercar, it's the supercar, the benchmark, the obsession. The machine that, even decades later, still makes modern hypercars look over their shoulders. Before we talk numbers, and trust me, the numbers are insane, you have to understand the philosophy behind this car. It wasn't built to chase marketing headlines. It wasn't built to dominate Instagram feeds. It was built because one man, Gordon Murray, believed he could create the ultimate driver's car. No compromises, no corporate dilution, just engineering perfection. And what they produced in 1992 still feels untouchable. Now let's talk about the exterior, because the McLaren F1 doesn't scream the way Lamborghinis do. It doesn't rely on wings the size of picnic tables. It looks pure, clean, almost understated at first glance, but the more you look, the more it reveals. The nose is low and aerodynamic, shaped by wind tunnel obsession rather than design trends. The headlights are subtle and oval, integrated smoothly into the bodywork. The entire car looks like it was carved by airflow itself. There are no unnecessary creases, no fake vents. Every intake, every curve, every surface exists for a reason. Walk along the side and you notice how compact it feels. Tight, focused, the greenhouse is small, the proportions are balanced to perfection. The rear haunches swell just enough to hint at the monster within, and then the back, high-mounted exhaust, minimalist rear fascia. A subtle integrated spoiler that activates at speed. No exaggerated theatrics, just quiet confidence. The body is made of carbon fiber. In the early 90s, that alone was revolutionary. But here's where it gets even more insane. Open the door, that dramatic upward swing, and you don't see a traditional cockpit. You see 3 seats. Yes, 3. Moving inside, the interior feels like stepping into a fighter jet designed by a perfectionist. The driver's seat sits dead center, perfectly aligned with the car's axis. 2 passenger seats flank slightly behind on either side. That central driving position changes everything. Your perspective is symmetrical, your view forward is perfectly balanced. You are not offset to one side like in every other road car. You are the center of gravity. The cabin is wrapped in leather and carbon fiber. Gold foil lines the engine bay for heat insulation. Real gold, because it reflects heat better. That's the level of obsession we're dealing with. The steering wheel is simple. No buttons, no distractions. The gear lever rises from the floor, mechanical and precise. The gauges are analog, clear, focused. There's no massive infotainment screen, no digital cluster reconfiguring itself. This is about driving, nothing else, and now the heart of the legend. Under that sculpted rear deck sits a 6.1-liter naturally aspirated V12 built by BMW Motorsport, producing 618 horsepower. In 1992, let that sink in. 618 horsepower. No turbos, no superchargers, just pure high-revving displacement. The engine revs to 7,500 RPM. The sound is mechanical perfection, smooth, rising, almost Formula 1-like in character. 0 to 60 in 3.2 seconds, 0 to 100 mph in 6.3 seconds. And then the headline that shook the world, top speed, 240.1 mph. For years, it held the title of the fastest production car in the world, and it did it without forced induction. No traction control, no stability control, no ABS wizardry smoothing out mistakes, just a 6-speed manual gearbox in your right foot. Driving the McLaren F1 is not casual, it demands respect. The throttle is sensitive, the clutch is deliberate, the steering is unfiltered. You feel everything, every ripple in the pavement, every shift in weight. But when you get it right, it's magic. The car feels unbelievably light because it is. Around 2,500 pounds, that power-to-weight ratio is still shocking today. The acceleration isn't just fast, it's violent, relentless, linear. The V12 builds power cleanly, pulling harder and harder as the revs climb. High-speed stability is unreal. At 200 mph, the F1 feels planted, composed. The aerodynamics do their job without massive wings. It's engineering elegance at its peak. Now let's talk handling. The chassis is a carbon fiber monocoque, groundbreaking at the time. Suspension tuning is firm but not punishing. The steering is hydraulic, perfectly weighted, alive with feedback. Turn into a corner and the nose responds instantly. The car rotates with precision. Balance is sublime. Mid-engine layout, low center of gravity, perfect driving position. There's no electronic safety net to save you if you get greedy. But in the hands of a skilled driver, it feels like an extension of your body. Braking performance is strong and progressive. No carbon ceramics here, just perfectly engineered steel brakes that do their job beautifully. Now let's address safety and pricing. In 1992, advanced safety tech wasn't the priority. The carbon fiber monocoque offered incredible structural strength, but airbags and electronic systems were minimal by today's standards. Again, you are responsible. Original price, around $815,000 in the early 90s. That was astronomical. Today, try $20 million and beyond, depending on condition and mileage. Only 106 units were produced in total, including race variants. That rarity makes it mythical. But rarity alone doesn't create legend status. Impact does. The McLaren F1 didn't just chase speed records. It redefined what was possible in a road car. It influenced every hypercar that came after it. Bugatti, Koenigsegg, Pagani, they all exist in a world the F1 helped shape. Emotionally, this car represents purity, an era when one brilliant engineer's vision wasn't diluted by committees chasing mass appeal. It's a reminder that obsession can create greatness. Driving it today would feel raw, intense, analog. You'd sit in that center seat, fire up the V12, and feel the entire car vibrate with purpose. You depress the clutch, slot into first, and realize you're piloting one of the most important cars ever built. It doesn't rely on screens to impress you. It doesn't need active aero theatrics to command respect. It's timeless, lightweight, naturally aspirated, manual transmission, central driving position, record-breaking speed. The McLaren F1 isn't just a supercar, it's the measuring stick. It's proof that engineering purity can outlast trends. It's a machine built with such clarity of purpose that even decades later, it feels modern, maybe even more honest than modern. If you love deep dives into the cars that rewrote automotive history, hit that subscribe button and become part of the Dazzy Cars family, because this channel is built for those who understand that some machines are more than transportation, they're milestones. The McLaren F1 stands alone, no forced induction, no driver aids, no compromises. Just vision, carbon fiber, and a V12 screaming toward immortality. And if you want to see the British machine that briefly held the speed crown before this legend stole the spotlight, go watch our already uploaded deep dive on the Jaguar XJ220 right now. That video is live on the channel, and once you understand how the XJ220 pushed past 200 mph and shook the world first, you'll fully appreciate how the McLaren F1 took that ambition and elevated it into automotive mythology. Click over and experience that chapter next.